Best wishes.
This is an NBC News Special Report. Here's Kate Snow.
Good day, everyone. We're coming on the air with breaking news. President Biden is about to address the nation in the wake of the assassination attempt on former President Trump. As we await the president, here's what we know right now. The shooter has now been identified as 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks. He was killed immediately after firing at the former president during that rally in Butler, Pennsylvania last night. Investigators have been at the suspect's house this morning. Mr. Trump was injured in the shooting. He says a bullet hit one of his ears. He was treated, and the campaign now says he is fine. In a video posted last night, you can see Mr. Trump walking down the stairs of his airplane. We have learned more about the father who was killed at the rally yesterday. The governor of Pennsylvania is saying that man died protecting his family. Two more were seriously injured and are still in critical condition. In an address late last night, President Biden did speak, but he is about to approach the podium now, so let's go to President Biden.
Good afternoon. Last night, I spoke with Donald Trump. I'm sincerely grateful that he's doing well and recovering, and we had a short but good conversation. Jill and I are keeping him and his family in our prayers. We also extend our deepest condolences to the family of the victim who was killed. He was a father. He was protecting his family from the bullets that were being fired, and he lost his life. God love him. We're also praying for the full recovery of those who were injured, and we're grateful to the Secret Service agents and other law enforcement agencies and individuals who risked their lives literally for our nation. As I said last night, there is no place in America for this kind of violence, or any violence for that matter. An assassination attempt is contrary to everything we stand for as a nation, everything. It's not who we are as a nation. It's not America. And we cannot allow this to happen. Unity is the most elusive goal of all, but nothing is important than that right now, unity. We'll debate and we'll disagree. That's not going to change, but we're going to not lose sight of the fact who we are as Americans. Look, Vice President Harris and I were just briefed in the Situation Room by my Homeland Security team, including the Director of the FBI, the Secretary of Homeland Security, the Attorney General, the Director of the Secret Service, my Homeland Security Advisor, the National Security Advisor, and we're going to continue to be briefed. The FBI is leading this investigation, which is still in its early stages. We don't yet have any information about the motive of the shooter. We know who he is. I urge everyone, please, don't make assumptions about his motives or his affiliations. Let the FBI do their job and their partner agencies do their job. I'm instructed that this investigation be thorough and swift, and the investigators will have every resource they need to get this done. Look, as this investigation continues, here's what we're going to do. First, Mr. Trump, as a former president and nominee of the Republican Party, already receives a heightened level of security. And I've been consistent in my direction to the Secret Service to provide him with every resource, capability, and protective measure necessary to ensure his continued safety. Second, I've directed the head of the Secret Service to review all security measures for the Republican National Convention, which is scheduled to start tomorrow. And third, I've directed an independent review of the national security at yesterday's rally to assess exactly what happened. And we'll share the results of that independent review with the American people as well. And finally, I'll be speaking more about this tonight at greater length from the Oval Office. We must unite as one nation. We must unite as one nation to demonstrate who we are. And so may God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, when you spoke to President Trump yesterday,
All right, the President of the United States addressing the nation there briefly and promising more from the Oval Office tonight. Let me bring in NBC News senior White House correspondent Gabe Gutierrez, who's been listening along with us. Gabe, he said there is no place in America for this kind of violence. It's contrary to everything we stand for as a nation.
Yes, that's right, Kate. And his message of unity, which we heard right there. And yes, the president saying that he will address the nation once again tonight from the Oval Office. He also said Kate, that he spoke with former President Trump and he gave condolences to the family of the victim who died. Now, Kate, this all comes after the president spoke with his national security advisors earlier today for much of the morning in the Situation Room. He mentioned it. He spoke with the FBI director, the Homeland Security Secretary as well. But this all comes among the greater context of the campaign as well, Kate. We just learned a short time ago that this is already affecting the president's official travel, which was scheduled for tomorrow. He was supposed to travel to Austin, Texas, to speak at the LBJ Library. We've also learned just a short time ago that his previously scheduled interview with our colleague Lester Holt has now been moved here to Washington. And we also know that the vice president, the campaign saying that her planned travel to Florida on Tuesday has also been rescheduled. But again, Kate, we're just hearing from the president some very forceful remarks on the need for this country to come together and promising more tonight from the Oval Office. Kate.
Gabe Gutierrez at the White House for us. Gabe, thank you. That will conclude this special report. But of course, you can find more coverage on our streaming channel, NBC News Now, and online at NBCnews.com anytime. Much more tonight on NBC Nightly News. And tune in on Monday for what mentioned by Gabe Gutierrez, Lester Holt's exclusive interview with President Biden that airs primetime tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm Kate Snow in New York.